And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Oh man, they're coming. They are coming. Boy. They got hammers, and there's all these glass houses around. And Jamie Dimon, this woman from New York, the IRS, they're all coming to destroy everything to get crypto set up for them. That's what's going on. You're going to love it. Today's show, I'm going to show you everything I've pretty much been saying for 4 years coming true. All right. They're coming for it. And they're going to, how can I say this? They're going to outlaw all the crypto. It's going to be bad. Criminals use it. All these things. Hello, AJ. Criminals use it and all stuff. But then once it's all demonified, they're going to make it all bad and everything. Then it's going to be all good. See? These regulations. Hello, Roger. Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger. Good morning, Metal Heart 880. So they're going to come in and just destroy it all. Then we're going to have crypto regulations. And then when they get control of it, then it's all good. Crypto will be all good. You'll see. Just like that. When they have the ability to own it, hold it, sell it, this, that, then it'll be good. Now, until that happens, oh, crypto's bad. Oh, it's just really, really bad. It has no use. Only drug users or drug dealers use it. That's so fucking stupid. Crash. Remember 15 months. Let's go Hulkster. Spitting the facts. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. Just like that. Now, Michael Gilbert, thanks for supporting this program. The film flame effect. So let's look at here. Sean B. Sean B. Thanks for that donation, Sean. Appreciate that. So look at Jamie Dimon. I want you to see some dumb shit right now. Let's think of one of the top 3 banks in the United States that moves all the money. I've been saying for years now, JP Morgan, Citibank, HSBC, top 3 banks that move the most money in the world. Of course, they're not going to like you and me to buy crypto, because if so, we will be a competition for the banks. That's how it works. Cowboy 420. Thanks for that donation. Let's look at what Jamie Dimon says. I gave you the article. You can see it for yourself. This is the biggest dumb shit in the world. What JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon runs JP Morgan. And some years ago, he came out and was like, oh, if I catch any of my financial advisors buying or selling Bitcoin, I'm going to fire him on the spot, right? Jamie Dimon secretly, quietly goes to Europe, tries to use a crypto exchange there, or stock exchange, whatever it was. I don't know the whole story. I don't need to know the whole story because Jamie Dimon, he's a tool. So he tries to buy all the Bitcoin up. Spends like hundreds of millions on Bitcoin. Why didn't he do that in America? See, when he was in America, he was telling people not to buy it and it's garbage and it's trash. Then he quietly goes to Europe to try to buy it over there. Oh. Now we have Jamie Dimon doing the same thing. He's talking all kinds of bad stuff about crypto and this. Where's he going to go now to buy it? See, he's talking his book, and that means you talk really bad shit about something that you want to buy. So you drive the price down. Makes total sense. We're exposing Jamie Dimon today. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon talks a harsh view of Bitcoin and crypto. Oh. Now that I gave that little story, let's read the article and see what is going on. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon calls for a cryptocurrency ban. Oh my God, really? Citing criminal use. That's, oh my God, this guy's a total liar. He was before the Senate when he said this. JP Morgan, despite Dimon's stance, supports crypto regulations and is active in blockchain. Oh. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon expressed strong opposition to cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. Okay. Now, but didn't JP Morgan invent their own crypto called Onyx and JPM coin? Yeah, actually they did. Huh. Oh, I see. Their crypto is good. Everybody else is bad. Is that how it is, I guess? Okay, I thought that's how it was. Right. Got it. Okay. Now I know why he's talking shit about crypto because JP Morgan invented their own and they want people to use that. Oh, makes sense. Got it. Got it, Crypto Hulk. Thank you for clearing that up. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon advocates a cryptocurrency ban. Dimon, head of the largest U.S. bank, asserted that the only true use case for cryptocurrencies is by criminals, including those involved in the drug trafficking, money laundering, tax avoidance, and the criminals in the United States government. I mean, why added that part? I added that part. This guy, okay, new people you don't know, so I'm going to tell you. I've done shows. There's a company called Chainalysis, and the government uses them. Okay, what Chainalysis is, it's let's call it a technology company that looks at and studies and investigates a lot of cryptocurrency type of stuff. Okay, and when the government wants to track down anything and they can't do it themselves, they hire Chainalysis to do this. Okay, so when the United States government wants to investigate who stole this or who stole that or what crypto, anything to do with like crypto and stuff like that, our government uses Chainalysis to investigate. It's that good. Okay. Chainalysis has reported that there's like half of 1% or whatever of crimes or even crypto. Chainalysis has reported, I've done the show, I've shown the article and all that. So you have to trust me on this. Chainalysis has shown that there's really not barely any crypto crimes at all. Yeah, there might be like 12 million or something. But when you look at like 99.9% of the crime, it's done with like actual cash, not crypto, because there's a record and the criminals know this. So cash is the best form of criminal money. Okay. You can't, well, you can't really, once it leaves. Okay. So I used to work for armored truck companies. Okay. I used to deliver money and go to the mints, United States Mint, and pick up, 20, 30 million back. So in today's money, it would be like 60, 70 million a week. So I used to work for a couple different armored truck companies, let's say, and we'd roll into the mint, load up the truck for the weekly money, bring it back to the vault and stuff. Um, money that comes from the federal mint directly from them, when we pick it up, that money's marked and traced, okay? But as that money, like we'd have all the serial numbers, so if somebody, hijacked the truck, the mint would know all the serial numbers on the dollars and stuff. Now, once that money, we delivered it to, let's say, a bank or a Costco, then that money would start getting mixed up, and then it wouldn't really, it would travel all around the world. So it wouldn't really. So if you're gonna like try to take money from a truck, you don't want to take money where we get it just directly from the mint, because all those serial numbers are numbered, and it's easier to catch people that use that money or spend it. So, but here's the deal: if I walk into an average Safeway or let's say an average grocery store, or bank, and I get money and so forth, the government doesn't know who has that money, and I can take that money and go buy some coke or make some drug deals or something. No one's gonna know who's got that money. Okay. Once now we talked about how if it comes directly from the mint, oh yeah, they're gonna know. But once I deliver that money to that bank and they start giving it up to people and that money spreads around, you can't track it. You can always track crypto. There's a permanent record, okay? So if you want to say if I'm a criminal, I don't want to use crypto. I want to use cash. So Jamie Dimon is lying. He thinks you're stupid. Jamie Dimon doesn't realize I break shit down and my bullshit meter's going off right now. It's on 10. It's maxing out. Okay. It's in the red zone because Jamie Dimon is lying. Chainalysis is a crypto. I'm trying to just break it down so people get it. Chainalysis is a crypto company investigation kind of deal. And the government uses them to track cryptos and everything. Money you can't track. So if I'm a drug dealer, what does Jamie say? A criminal, including drug trafficking, money laundering, and I want to avoid tax. I don't want to use crypto at all because that shit is tracked. Okay. So Jamie thinks, number one, you have no idea about crypto, and Jamie Dimon is lying. Okay. He's doing two things. All right. My job is to try to show the truth. So that's why I gave you that little story about when I worked for the armored truck companies. And okay, so once that cash is split up and it's moving around, you can't track it. It's like anybody can have it. But crypto, every time you use that crypto, it's on a ledger permanently. It shows you the time and the date and the amount. So if you start using that ledger, moving that money around, the government can now watch that ledger forever until it's zero. Okay. Let's see. Despite JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon's critical views on crypto, it's worth noting that JP Morgan is actively involved in blockchain technology. Right. They have something called Onyx, and they have something called the JP Morgan coin. The recent move, plus JP Morgan is a Ripple partner. And they use a crypto exchange called Al Farhad Exchange. It's in the United Arab Emirates. And what that exchange allows JP Morgan to do is move money all around the world in 2 seconds. Okay. So, but wait, why didn't Jamie Morgan, what's his name? Fucking Jamie Dimon. Why did Jamie Dimon talk about how JP Morgan uses the Al Farhad exchange, which is a crypto exchange? Why doesn't Jamie Dimon talk about that and how JP Morgan moves money all around the world using that exchange, which is crypto? Oh, we don't want to talk about that. Yeah. We just want to talk about the criminals and stuff. And then Elizabeth Warren is right there. Yeah, crypto's bad. See, Elizabeth Warren is bribed by, She bribes the banks and stuff, and but actually the banks pay her and to get reelected. It's just like it's sickening. These people. mm, The recent move by JP Morgan's British retail bank Chase to ban crypto transactions starting October 16th of this year, so a couple months ago, was due to concerns about fraud and scams. So JP Morgan has a British version called Chase, and yeah, that's what they did. They started stopping people from using money, their card, for crypto. Notably, JP Morgan's Chase Retail Bank has gained over 1.6 million customers since launching its mobile app based service in Britain 2 years ago. Oh, it says here this development makes Chase the latest United Kingdom lender to impose restrictions on customers' access to cryptocurrency, aligning with broader industry concerns about the use of these people. Liar, liar. I'm not going to read any more of the article. It's pretty much done. You get my point. They're all going to use crypto. You'll see, and you're seeing it now. Let me look, check here real quick. Michael Montclair, keep up the great deception. Go Ripple. Yep. Arnold Casillas is a brand new member. Michael Gilbert, thank you for that donation. Citrus, member for 8 months. Liars gonna lie. So what we got going on is here's what I see. Now let's go to um we're gonna go to New York. So we have one of the biggest we have the biggest bank in the country trash talking about how bad crypto is while they're using it. Okay. Now let's look here. What's going on in New York? In New York, uh, the chief warns rule breakers regulatory storm approaches. NYDFS, okay? New York Department of Financial Services warns rule breakers that regulatory storm approaches. The superintendent, Adrian Harris, issues a stark warning imposing hefty fines on Coinbase and Robinhood. Binance unprecedented deal intensifies focus on illicit finance within the crypto. See, everything I've told you is happening. Look at this article. Look at this article right here. I told you, well, about a week ago, I said none of these articles mention crypto unless it's bad, right? They don't use the word crypto. All these articles that talk about crypto, it's been electronic money, it's been digital assets. They don't use the word crypto, never, ever, ever, ever. Uh, unless it's for bad. Then all of a sudden, the word crypto. You can see crypto all over this article, right? In the JP Morgan, the Jamie Dimon article we just went over, they use the word crypto. It's amazing, isn't it? But these other articles, when they talk about what they're doing, when they talk about we're tokenizing traditional financial that it's all this blah 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 blah. It's like it's okay. They don't mention, but all of a sudden when something bad happens, now you're like, yeah, Crypto Hulk, that's right. All of a sudden now crypto is all over this article. You see it? Just like I told you. Here's how we know when they're lying to us. My bullshit meter is going off. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, the alarm is going off. Because all of a sudden now, I'm seeing the word crypto all over the news. I got another article. We're going to talk about the IRS. And you're going to see that word crypto all over the IRS article. But it's almost like Crypto Hulk when you go over articles about how they're using crypto to do big things. They don't even use the word crypto in that article. Exactly. That's the game. Okay. I'm showing you now. You're gonna start being more aware of this now. All of these news articles, I want you to start being more aware when crypto's good, they're going to call it a digital asset, a financial instrument, whatever the fuck they're going to call it, a traditional asset. I don't know, whatever they're going to use. Now, when crypto's bad, the word crypto comes out, that they'll actually use the word crypto. As we see today, crypto, it's all over the place when it's bad. Okay? That's exactly what we're seeing right here. Binance unprecedented deal. So Binance spends $4 billion in a court fine. Binance unprecedented deal intensifies focus on illicit finance with the crypto realm. Now all of a sudden they're using the word crypto. Amazing, fucking amazing. European Union enforces comprehensive rules, while experts discuss the need for global crypto standards. Now all of a sudden we got the word crypto coming in again. See this? I just want to show you. Superintendent Adrian Harris of the New York State Department of Financial Services asserted that the agency is unafraid to wield enforcement actions against crypto. There we go. They're actually using the word crypto. Amazing. And flouting established. So now this New York woman, whatever, she runs the financial, whatever the fuck, she's a fake. Harris emphasized the NYDFS committed to maintaining a secure and compliant crypto landscape. Crypto Hulk, my God, they're using crypto in every sentence. Have you noticed this? All of a sudden now, the government's not using financial instrument, digital asset. Now all of a sudden, when shit is bad, or they're trying to make crypto look bad, the word crypto comes out and it's all over the place, okay? New people, I want you to start noticing this. You'll see. Now, when banks are doing big things with crypto, they've got to disguise it. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know because you're going to run out and buy this shit. When banks do, or when the government does something big with crypto, they won't mention the name crypto. They'll call it financial instruments. They just keep you'll see like, damn, crypto, that's actually right. Okay. Whenever it's good, they won't mention crypto. When it's bad, they mention crypto. Okay. That's the game. The articles, when the banks do something good with crypto, here's how it works. Number one, they won't use the word crypto. And number two, the article will be so boring that you won't even want to read it, right? And there'll be no connections to any good crypto, but they'll bring up, here's the one where they distract you. They'll bring up Ethereum or Bitcoin. That's what they do. So this is just for the past 3.5 years of me looking up news and stuff, I've kind of noticed. I've noticed this trend. That's what it is. So it's like a distraction. You read a certain article and it's kind of like, because they don't want you to read the article. They have to admit things happen, so they're gonna put it in an article to where, well, it just doesn't. It's not exciting and doesn't really say a whole lot. They use a lot of confusing or conflicting words, and you're kind of like, well, this art. No one wants to read this article. Those are the articles that have all the truth. Okay, that's how all this crypto space works. It's funny. um, Coinbase, a major crypto exchange, faced a hefty $50 million fine in January for allowing users to set up accounts without conducting sufficient background checks. Robinhood last year had a $30 million penalty for alleged violations of anti-money laundering, stuff like that. The New York Federal Department or whatever, we've really spent a lot of time doing what I call a tone reset. To say you are regulated, here are the expectations, here are the rules, and when you don't follow them, we will bring enforcement actions. The crypto exchange Binance recently settled with the US regulators in a record setting deal. They start talking about the Department of Justice. I'm going to end this article here. Okay. Now let me give information that's not in the article. And Toter Gramata, thank you very much. Toter Gramata supports this channel. So does Sky Ghost. Nothing but the truth. You're the man, Hulk. Looks like Apollo gave 5 memberships. Thank you very much for that, buddy. And that'll be, who are the 5? Anthony Potterham, Mr. OG, 3 sevens, Crypto Seeds, The Truth is Sovereign. Those 5 people got memberships. Brilliant. And S. Harab 01, S. Harab 1, thank you very much for that donation to the channel there, buddy. Very cool. I got real people support the channel, not multi-billion dollar organizations. That's how we do it. It's a nice small channel. And that's how we run this stuff here. Let me show you some. Let's go to the IRS article. Let me do a copy paste. Hold on a second there. Okay, the IRS. So we go from Jamie Dimon talking dumb shit to the New York Financial Department or whatever, to that lady talking dumb shit. Now we go to the IRS. Let me stop and say something real quick. We don't have financial crypto laws in this country. Okay? Some countries have them, but if you look on a global scale, we don't have them. The United States, we don't have crypto laws, regulations, definitions, none of this stuff. So, whatever's going on in New York, they don't have permission to do this federally. Okay, now they're doing it, but it doesn't mean it's legal. All right. This is what is very interesting is you've got, now I've only been saying this from the day I started this channel. I used to work for the Department of Justice. I'm not going to say which federal bureau of whatever I work for. I think That's not necessarily important. I work for the Department of Justice. I work for the Federal Bureau of, and I'm not, doesn't matter. Okay. What does matter is there's something called the United States Code. I've been saying this over and over and over for like, I don't know, 4 years now almost. In the United States Code, it acts like, now I'm sure I got some law enforcement that live in this country, the United States, that know what I'm talking about. There's codes like in California. We have the penal code, the vehicle code, health and safety code, business and profession code. Uh, I didn't really deal with this at all, but like the fish and game code, like the fish and game wildlife wardens and stuff. It's a law enforcement arm in California. Um, but you have these different codes, right? So if you're driving, you get a ticket, right? And there's a citation because you violated a vehicle code. um, if you're hanging out at a bar one night and maybe you're starting an argument with people, or maybe the restroom's full, so you go out around the corner and start peeing or whatever. I mean, you got a 647F, you know, of the penal code section. So, like drunken disorderly kind of thing. So you'd have different codes that, okay, let's bring it back to crypto. There's no codes. You get this? So the New York Department of Financial, whatever the fuck this Adrian Harris, whatever she's doing, there's no codes. First off, the state government, there's things, yeah, there is called states' rights in the Constitution, but they have to work within a federal kind of a framework. So in the United States Code, we don't have all this codification of crypto. There's no definitions, there's no charges. Like there's no framework for, okay, you do this, you go to jail for this long, the fine will be this much, not less than 30 days jail. But there's none of that stuff. There's no codification, there's no organization. There's no crypto laws in the United States. So the states cannot penalize people legally for crypto. So what they're going to use, like I want you to look, everybody that's getting busted right now, it has nothing to do with crypto. You notice this? Did Sam Bankman-Fried get in trouble for stealing crypto? No. For selling crypto? No. Was it for some kind of like wire fraud or money laundering, something like that, right? I want you to look at all the charges that have been done. Mail fraud, money laundering, but you don't see buying crypto. That's your charge. Selling crypto. There's none of that. Oh yeah, Crypto Hulk. That's actually right. Yeah. IRS Criminal Investigation Unit is taking on more crypto tax cases. Here we go. We have a government agency that's violating United States Code Section 18, and the specific area is 242. Okay. The IRS, what do they say, has guidance or rules and regulations based on law. Well, we don't have any law on crypto. So what the IRS is doing right here is violating people's civil rights when it comes to cryptocurrency. Let me continue. These investigations cover taxpayers failing to report income from capital gains or mining activities to individuals not disclosing their crypto holding, because the IRS is violating your civil rights. Oh, dang, that's a pretty bold statement, Crypto Hulk. Yeah. Do we have crypto laws? No, we don't. We don't. The see, if you buy a crypto, who's to say whether that crypto, well, first off, there's no definitions of what crypto is in the United States Code when it comes to the codification of crypto. You have your definitions. We don't know what yield farming is, staking. There's nothing in there. There's little minor stuff, but there's not a framework like there is for speeding. If you're in a car and you speed, or Um, if you commit a crime like assault and battery, there's no codification of crypto. There's no organization of it. It's not there. The IRS is doing shit that's illegal. It's violating your civil rights. Okay. Let's say you buy a cryptocurrency. Look, here's how ridiculous it is. Even the president's executive order 14061 or whatever the hell it is, okay? I've gone over it. I don't remember the exact code section. We all know it's Biden's cryptocurrency. It says there's different rules for different crypto. A crypto may act, one of them, as a currency. Another crypto might be a commodity. Another crypto might be, hey, Gary Gensler, a security. Another crypto is going to be something else. So it's kind of like that, right? Imagine you have a dollar bill. Now imagine you have a dollar bill and imagine you have an XRP that the United States government has already determined is a currency. So if you have a dollar bill and it goes up in value, do you pay capital gains on that? Crypto Hulk, that's stupid. Why would you say such a thing? Well, I'm just legitimately asking because some cryptos are currencies like XRP. Okay. Our government in the 2015 Ripple settlement, our government has already determined that the XRP is a currency. And in the Ripple court case of 2016, again, they said the same thing. They've also done this about 5 or 6 other times in court. Okay. So if you have a dollar bill and it goes up in value, do you pay tax on that for capital gains? No, that's absurd. But that's what the IRS is trying to do. It's violating your civil rights. I'm the only channel letting you know this, okay? These other channels have no fucking clue. None of them have worked for the Department of Justice, so I'm just saying, all right? um, these investigations cover taxpayers failing to report income from capital gains or mining activities. Well, IRS, here's the deal. Number one, we don't have crypto laws and da 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 da. But next, IRS, what classification law are you following? Because we don't have crypto broken up into different classes now, like a currency class, commodities class, securities class, on and on, right? We don't have that law. So, like, how are you able to determine what gets capital gains taxed and what doesn't? I'm just curious because from the last time I checked, the IRS has to follow a law to make their regulations. But since we don't have law, then you can't make regulations. Why is no other channel discussing this? Because these people are absolute morons, okay? All right, let's continue. The Internal Revenue Service crime unit that played a leading role in the Binance probe is seeing a surge in cases involving crypto related tax evasion. This is what we should see, everybody, is the IRS should see a surge in civil rights violation suits against them. People should, there's got to be okay, I'll tell you what, these Yahoo lawyers out there, these crypto lawyers, why don't they do something important? Why don't they set up where everybody can start filing lawsuits against the IRS and Gary Gensler for violation of the 18 code of the United States Code, where your government is stopping you or penalizing you from buying and selling crypto and this and that when there's no laws for that? That's a violation of your civil rights. That's what needs to happen to the IRS. They need to have hundreds of thousands of lawsuits from people suing them because we don't have crypto regulations. There's no crypto laws. Wow. Damn, Crypto Hulk, that's actually right. The Internal Revenue Service Crime Unit played a leading role in the Binance holding case. is seeing a surge in crypto. 3 years ago, the vast majority of active crypto investigations involved money laundering. Here we go. See? They never get you for buying or selling crypto. That's very interesting. But what they'll try to do, you get all these cases that are not involved buying or selling crypto. You have some kind of tax evasion. That's There's no laws on this. It's truly amazing how I can see how they're doing it. Jim Lee, chief of the IRS Criminal Investigation Division, told reporters on a call Monday. But in the last year, about half of the digital asset probes have involved tax. These investigations cover a range of issues from taxpayers failing to report income from capital gains or mining activities to individuals purposely not disclosing their crypto holdings. Since 2019, the IRS has asked individuals to disclose whether they've transacted in cryptocurrency. IRS, that's none of your business. Oh, man. It's not. That article's done. It's none of the government's business because we don't have crypto laws and regulations in the United States. We don't have a framework. Okay. All the government people know it. People are like, well, why doesn't anybody talk about it? Because there's a concerted effort to confuse the public. There's a concerted effort to jam my channel up for certain. Oh, that's definitely a concerted effort for that. But I'm the only channel out here talking all this stuff because these other channels, they have no idea. Okay. They will not prepare you like my channel will. Look, these other channels, they have not worked in court. They've not worked in law enforcement. They haven't worked at the state Supreme Court level. None of this shit. These other channels don't know. All they do is they promote shit so they can make money off their sponsors and whatever the fuck it is. That's all these channels. They report the news that other people give them. None of these other channels do research. Okay. I've been in crypto 3.5 years. I'm trying to figure out who does like real research. Nobody. Okay. What they do is all the channels have like 5 or 10 people, and these 5 or 10 people out there shoot news to the 5 to 10 top people. They give them news, and those popular influencers, they take the news from 5 or 10 people and figure out which ones they're going to use on their show. Okay. And then they just briefly talk about each article. They don't go over an article more than about a minute and a half. That's it. 1 minute, probably 1 minute and a half. I'm just letting you know on the inside, that's how you do it at YouTube. If you want like a ton of viewers and stuff, you can't do what I do. You can't teach shit. You can only sprinkle the news to people for about a minute. What it has shown is when you start talking about one topic for too long, your viewership just dumps. So that's why just watch all these people that have a lot of views. They'll go over article after article. They'll keep going. Okay. My main goal is to teach you. Sure, I'd love to have 1 million viewers. That would be great. But what my main goal is, my mission statement is to make you rich. All right. So we gotta do work. That's what happens. What? Hold on a minute. Okay, we got that one. Anthony Parham gave somebody a membership, and it's Tommy. Way to go, Tommy. Welcome to the channel. Victory V. Help us get to the promised land. We love you all. Australian One supporter. Thank you very much for that. Anthony Parham. Very good. So there's the IRS article for you. So again, this is something that I can speak on because I've actually done, and the other cops that are listening, they know exactly what I'm talking about. In Arizona, We called it the ARS, the Arizona Revised Statute. So when I worked in Arizona law enforcement, when I'd issue people citations, tickets, or when I would want to say, hey, you, come here for a second, these kinds of things, I'd have to make sure I knew my ARS code sections because that would give me authority to say, you need to stop right here. We need to have an interview. I believe there's a commission. I wouldn't tell them this, but I would believe that there would be some sort of commission of a crime. They're involved in something I need to investigate, something like that. I would have to make sure my Arizona revised statutes, they violated something in there. Now I have reasonable suspicion to talk to them. Hey, what were you doing about 5 minutes ago? Where were you 5 minutes ago? This and that, these kinds of things, right? So I would use codified law. I'd have to know my codified law, and then I could go out and do enforcement. Okay? It's simple. All right. What the government's trying to do, like Gary Gensler and the IRS, there's no codification. There's no codification. Whereas I had to know my California Penal Code, the Arizona Revised Statutes, I'd have to be aware of them to know when I would have authority to violate somebody's civil rights, say, hey, come over here, we need to talk. I'm temporarily violating your civil rights legally because I'm investigating a crime, right? When you stop somebody like Gary Gensler or the IRS from buying crypto, selling it, whatever, you're violating somebody's civil rights, not legally, because there's no codification of crypto law. Do you get this now? None of these channels explain this because these people have no idea. Okay, it's amateur night at the comedy club, and they're not funny. All right. So what my channel does, and the reason my channel's jammed up, is I can speak from a real enforcement officer because I did that shit. Okay. Gary doesn't do enforcement. He's a fucking wiener. Okay. What Gary does is violate people's civil rights. What the IRS does is violate people's civil rights. The New York woman, Adrienne Harris, she violates people's civil rights. Okay. This is very clear and simple. I've already broken this down right now, explaining this. If you don't have codification in law, I can't take an enforcement action like Gary Gensler. I can't take, when I work in law enforcement, I can't take an enforcement action against you because it's not codified in law. Does this make fucking sense? Okay, it's not complicated. You don't need a law degree. We don't need John Deaton or Jeremy Hogan here. This shit's too fucking easy to get, all right? This is what's going on in the United States. Just because they do it does not mean it's legal. Okay, because I'm calling them out right now. Other channels, well, Crystal Hawk, why don't all the other channels call them out? Because they don't fucking know a thing. Okay, they've not worked for the Department of Justice. They've not worked at the state Supreme Court level. Okay, they have not done that. They haven't worked street patrol. They have not done it as a peace officer. They haven't done shit. Okay, that's why they don't call it out. Very clear and simple. Lastly, went over this article last night where I'm at in California. Let me show you the article we went over. I'm just going to touch on it really lightly because I did go over it. But I just wanted to show you. Marcus Turner. Thank you very much, Marcus. All right, really quickly. The SEC filed a motion. So what happened in the Ripple case is the judge ruled in favor of Ripple. And now what the SEC is they're butthurt and, and they've been embarrassed and they're filing a motion. They're like appealing it. They're filing a motion so that this other part of the case, the programmatic sales, they want a different judge and they don't want a jury trial. Okay, very interesting. Let's go over this article. Really, I'm going to do it real quick, and the show's just about over. Now, I'm giving you um, the actual SEC court documents. We're going to conclude the show with that. It takes a while, so go ahead and click on what I just sent you. I'm not going to go over it right now because it might take a minute or two to load in. It's 71-page court document, so it takes YouTube a little bit of time to load it in. But let's go over the SEC, what they're doing right now. The SEC requests the judge, like Judge Sarah Netburn or whatever, but they're petitioning the court. They're asking the court, we want the Terraform Labs judge. So there was a judge that ruled in the Terraform Labs. The SEC wants that judge. Okay. And let's see, let's scroll down here. On December 4th, the SEC filed a motion to Judge Jed S. Rakoff. I know it's Rakoff, but don't think it sounds like something else. Judge Rakoff, what? Requesting the court to determine the classification of certain crypto assets. The SEC filed a motion for another judge to determine what certain cryptos are certain cryptos. So here's the problem right here. Exactly what I've been saying, right? We have no crypto laws, rules, and regulations. What the SEC is trying to do is have a judge determine what these cryptos are. Guess what? Judges are not allowed to do that. Their law does it. When Congress makes a law, they determine the classifications. All right? A judge interprets what the law says. So already what we have going on here is dumb shit. Okay? The SEC is shopping. They're going out and they're Christmas shopping. Let's get the judge that we want. And then down below here, it says they want to not have a jury trial. They want to get rid of the jury. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's what this article is saying. The SEC is trying to show that the sales of the XRP token are securities, and they're quoting the Howie case. This is just, I've already gone over this last night. But in this case here, they want a new judge and they want a jury trial. In the original case, that's what they wanted, but now they want a different judge, and they want a court. They want the judge to hear this trial. And I think in a different article, yeah. So they want on December 4th, the SEC filed a motion to Judge Jed Rakoff requesting the court to determine the classifications. But what they didn't say is a jury. That's the difference. Now, I just sent you that article. It should be downloaded right now. You can see here's the original court documents when the SEC originally sued Ripple. Look off to the right in the middle of this first page. It says jury trial demanded. See, here's what happened. The SEC has no idea what to. Oh, by the way, these lawyers at the top, Preeti, Krishnamurthy, Jorge Tenario, all the people that, all these lawyers right here, these are lawyers' names. Everybody quit right after this. Everybody quit. And even the SEC commissioner, Jay Clayton, he quit after this. Okay. All these people are gone. They left. Within, I want to say 3 weeks, everybody's gone. What does that tell you about a court case when all the lawyers that filed it quit? We see some here, jury trial demanded. That's because in the beginning, the SEC thought, oh, we're going to fight for people and they're going to want to join us. Well, when everybody found out, the SEC is a liar. Now, the next court case, they're embarrassed. They don't want a jury trial because they know they're going to lose. In the beginning, they're like, yeah, that's why it's right there, jury trial demanded. But now all of a sudden, there's no jury trial. They want the judge. They don't even want a jury. You see this? They don't even want a jury now. They want a judge to determine what's the actual language. Um, they want a judge to determine the classification of certain crypto assets. They don't want a jury anymore. That's very concerning. Okay. We're just about out of time, and I think that'll be it. The SEC would crash and burn in a jury trial. Says Victory V. Yeah. See, the SEC realized here's first thing. At first, the SEC thought we were all dumb. They thought we were dumb. And they thought when they filed this Ripple suit, oh yeah, we're gonna join the SEC because Ripple's bad. And then the SEC realized, oh shit. Then John Deaton rolls up on the scene. Now here's the positive. Look, I'll talk about people like good and bad. I'm not ass kisser. I've spoken my opinion about these YouTube lawyers, and it's ridiculous. But anyhow, the right thing, the amazing thing that he did was he got like 70 plus thousand people to file a suit against the SEC. That was that was brilliant. So the SEC somehow thought that we were going to believe them and say, yeah, SEC, fight for our protection. It didn't take long for people like, hey, fuck the SEC. These people are straight up criminals. And then the SEC loses this case. Now all of a sudden they want to appeal it, but they want a different judge and they don't want a jury. But the first trial was jury trial demanded. Can you see this? Jury trial demanded. Now, if I'm just speaking, if the judge is listening to the show, I don't need to tell a judge what to do. But if I'm a judge, now we're dealing with the same case, but just on an appeal. Same case, just on an appeal. I would be like, SEC, hold on a minute. You initially filed a lawsuit against Ripple, and you specifically put on there jury trial demanded. Now all of a sudden you're filing an appeal and you want a different judge and you don't want a jury. SEC, what the fuck's going on? That's like I would be back in the judge's my office, in the chamber, whatever you want to call it, my office, and I would have a sit down with the SEC and say, like, what the fuck, dude? How are you filing this appeal thing? not not wanting a jury. All of a sudden now, not wanting a jury, all of a sudden now, like this doesn't make any sense. No, you know what? No appeal. I'm rejecting that. There you go. That's how I would do it. Yeah, they're shopping for a judge. The same way, Victory V. Having you representing us would be brilliant, Hulkmeister. Oh, I just run the channel. That's where I'm good at. Getting mixed up in all this real world dumb shit with these stupid assholes. Like, no. And the case is fake. It'll drag on for like 5 years. Like this court case, look, I've already gone over all the evidence. I've shown the previous Ripple court case. No other channels have. I've only done it like 10, 15 times. Okay. Other previous court cases, the United States Treasury, the IRS, Justice Department, all these things, they've all determined the same thing. XRP, Ripple's XRP is a currency. This has already been done. People are like, well, why doesn't the Ripple lawyers bring this up? Look, this whole case is fake, okay? The other channels on not just YouTube, but all over, they have no idea about all this. Have they even done a deep dive on the 2015 Ripple Summit? Has the channel that you've watched, and if it's my channel, you don't have to answer that because I've already shown it. Has the channels that you watch spent a whole hour going over the 2015 court case and reading the actual court documents? No. The answer is no. Crypto Hulk, how many times have you done it? At least 10. Okay, at least 10. I've gone over the court documents from the United States. People are like, well, that was from 2015. And my answer would be like, okay, and what does that mean? Well, it's old. Oh, so then in 1776, no, now I got them. So that 2015 court case is what, 8 years old? So because something's old, it's no good. Well, then let's go back to 1776 with the Constitution. I guess we need to throw that out too, right? Because it's old. It's only, a couple 100 years old. Not a big deal, right? These are the people, when they tell you, oh, that was from a different case or that was from 8 years ago, these people are low IQ. And some of them have channels and they say this and they have other channels. I'm like, what? Do you even know what you're saying? What about the Constitution, dude? Like, come on now. What's wrong with you? Hello, snap out of it. So, anyhow, that's why you won't hear this on other channels. They just, like I said, if it takes more than a minute to a minute and a half, they're not going over it. Okay. So, there you have it. It is set by precedent, says Amy S. The exact term, I think it's stare decisis. Let me look that one up right now. It has nothing to do with crypto. Now the phone, that's very scary. I don't know why this phone's listening, man. Got the government all listening to me. Star. Okay, here's how it's spelled. You can look it up. This is like very basic first day law school stuff. Nothing complicated. Stare decisis. There you go. Stare decisis. It's not Italian, it's Latin. When a court faces a legal argument, here's the Google explanation. So I learned this like way back in Police Academy, 1990, 91. I think it was 1991. Stare decisis means to stand by things decided. In Latin, when a court faces a legal argument, if a previous court has ruled on the same or closely related issue, then the court will make their decision in alignment with the previous court's decision. Okay, so we go back to 2015. The United States Department of Justice sued Ripple for criminal activity. The court case, they set aside the criminal charges, they dismissed them. In this court case, they found that Ripple was a money service business, not a security service, but a money, let me say it again, money service business. The United States court, the United States government, the Department of Justice, FBI, IRS, who else do we fucking throw in? Treasury, FinCEN. Okay, the United States government, have I made this clear? The United States government in 2015 declared that Ripple is a money service business. Got it? I'm trying to just speak for the slow people. And the XRP itself was considered a currency. 2015. United States government, okay? Now, 2020, the SEC decides to sue. This is where stare decisis comes in. If a previous court has ruled on the same or closely related issue, then the court, the 2020 Ripple court, will make their decision in alignment with the previous court's decision. There you go. You don't need to be a lawyer to figure this out. Crypto Hulk's breaking it down. Okay. The SEC is claiming Ripple is acting like they're selling securities. If we go back to stare decisis, the United States government has determined that Ripple is a money service business. So by buying and selling and incentivizing with this XRP, which the government considered in stare decisis a currency, see what I'm saying? These lawyers don't even talk about this stuff. It's truly a setup. It's a con job. These other channels. Have you ever heard of a crypto channel talk about this? No, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, because these people are fucking stupid. All right, this shit's too easy. I'm not talking about complicated shit. If I went to law school, you'd hear this on the first day. This is not complicated. This isn't something like the second year law school. Isn't something you learn after 20 years of practicing law. This is the most basic fucking shit. Okay. What I'm teaching you now is the first day you walk into law school, you learn the shit. It's not even complicated. Okay. This has never been brought up on any other channel. Correct? Correct. Has this been brought up in the court case? No, because it's a fake court case. They're trying to make it look all legitimate. Look, I'm just bringing you facts, okay? I don't care what happens. I'm showing facts. If I got 3 million people saying pigs can fly, do I believe it? If I got 10 gazillion people say, oh, get the jab in your arm, it'll prevent you from getting the particular you-know-what flu. Do I get the jab? No, I don't. But the news media says this, and the president says to get the injection. Do I get it? No, I don't. I don't care if the whole fucking country says whatever. I don't care what people say. You know what I care about? Facts. I bring facts. I don't care if the judge never talks about stare decisis or none of. But Crypto Hulk, why don't the lawyers? I don't fucking know, and I don't care. I just showed you facts right there. Dispute my facts. You can't dispute those, can you? Now, if something's right or wrong, just because, well, the judge or what, since Ripple lawyers never brought that up, it must be right. No, see, that's an error in thinking. That's not logical. What I'm doing is bringing logic. I'm showing facts and explaining what things are. Makes sense. Now, just because it doesn't happen in the Ripple lawsuit doesn't make it logical. You get it? So the way you're thinking is wrong. You're thinking, well, if everybody's doing this, it must be right. That's illogical. Okay? What makes something logical is, do I have facts? I'm showing facts. I'm showing a 2015 court case. I'm showing you with the definition of stare decisis. Whether they're doing this or not in court does not persuade me. I don't look at what people do. I look at what facts do we have. Okay? That's the difference between my channel and everybody else. I don't care if I got a room full of people at Ripple proper parties saying, go Ripple. I don't care. That doesn't mean shit to me. What means shit to Crypto Hulk is facts, like I just showed you on my phone and the court case. Okay? This program is over. Let's see right here. This court bullshit does not matter. It's a distraction to keep retail out. Exactly, says J316. Davina Snyder, I so appreciate your bold personality and genuine passion for justice. You would make an incredible attorney. Hey, when I did work in court, there is this particular state that I worked in for the state Supreme Court, and I was really good. And there's this attorney, criminal defense attorney, who is friends with the governor. And when I left my job to go back to whatever I was going to do, that criminal defense attorney, who used to be like kind of like my enemy, was telling people, "Boy, that's a shame. Crypto Hulk's leaving this particular position." This criminal attorney, who was friends with the governor, now I didn't hear her say this. It was a woman, but a bunch of my coworkers were around her because she heard that I was leaving. And she comes up and starts talking to coworkers, said, "That Crypto Hulk guy, he's like the best." And I won't say what position I had, bullshitter. But she said, "He's the best court whatever I've ever seen." Now I took that as a compliment because, man, this lady used to try to destroy me in court. And I fought like hell, right? And for her to say that to me, like I'm one of the best court people that she's ever seen, I was really complimented. I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. I thought that lady hated my fucking guts, right? But anyhow, that's enough of that. I haven't worked in court. It's been a long time since I worked in court. Damn, 2008? 2008. Was it 16 years ago or something? It was a long time. J316. My lawyers like what you say, Hulk. They agree with you. They have been in business longer than us both have been alive. You're 1,000,000% correct in your thinking. It's just, I just deal with facts, all right? Again, I don't care what everybody's doing. See, to me, well, if 100 people are doing this, it must be right. See, that's not logical, okay? If 100 people are doing the right thing, then it's right. Not just because, like, if there's a doctor and he stood up and said, "Hey, if you drink gasoline, then it'll take care of your arthritis." Well, of course it will, because it'll fucking kill you, right? So, see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what people tell me. I don't care what Brad Garlinghouse says. I don't care what David Schwartz says. I don't fucking care what Vitalik Buterin Booty Rim says. I don't care. What I care about is what facts do I discover and is it logical? That's what I care about. That's how I think. Okay. J316, member for 10 months. Hope my lawyers agree with your analysis and say you are 100% correct. Jamie, Eddie Carlin is like, Jamie Dimon is a clown. And then Chaka Bartles is laughing and saying booty. Oh, damn. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta take somebody to work. Fuck. I'm way over scheduled. Shit. All right, I gotta go. I'll see everybody in my next program. Take care.